I'm Jesse Carraggio, the Vice President for Community Impact at the Community Foundation of Tampa Bay. I wanted to thank you for taking the time to look through our nonprofit needs request form. We put this list together to help folks make connections to some of our severe needs that we have in the community associated with the COVID-19 pandemic. The list at first could look kind of daunting. So currently we have over 430 entries for a total request, a total ask of over $19.6 million. But there are ways to easily go and navigate through this list. The first of which is to look at each item, and you can simply click the green plus symbol to get more information on each individual item. So you see the full requested form that was submitted by the nonprofit. Another way is to sort according to the column names. So simply clicking on the column names will sort according to that column. So if we wanted to sort them all by the project name, the organization name, categories that we've established, even amounts can be done in that manner, as well as geographic areas and numbers served and organization website. But you would still need to move through the list in order to find the one you're looking for. So we have a button down here at the bottom, the next button, and it takes you to the next set of entries that you might be looking for. But one way that's probably even simpler to go through the list is to put in a search item. For instance, if we put in the term education, we are only going to have information here associated with education. That would have education somewhere as a word in one of the list. You can see we go down to 141 issues of the 439. We can look at for other areas such as childcare and narrow that list further. And you can see in this case, we have 18 of the 439 have the word childcare listed as part of the process. Or we can do things like feeding, if you were interested in those in basic needs. So by selecting feeding, we've narrowed this list down from the 439 to 30 entries that include feeding. Now you can also use this functionality not by topic, but also by name of the specific nonprofit you're looking for. So first, let's try, and you'll see at the top of the list we have Feeding Tampa Bay. If we select Feeding Tampa Bay, we will get Feeding Tampa Bay, but we'll get other organizations that have used the words Tampa, Bay, and feeding all in their specific request. One way to narrow that down further is to put quote marks around your search terms. So by putting quote marks, we're looking for Feeding Tampa Bay in that order, those three words in that order. Now come to the top of the list, or the organization Feeding Tampa Bay. But if we look at some of our other requests, we'll actually see that they made reference to Feeding Tampa Bay somewhere on their specific request. And by doing that, this would also pull up that specific information. Again, I want to thank you for taking the time to review the list. We've been fortunate to get almost, or just over actually, $1.3 million in the community, and that amount increases every week. And we look forward to answer any questions you might have about our list. If you are interested in making a contribution towards one of the items on the nonprofit list, please contact Nikki Ray. You can simply click her link here and email her directly, and she'll be glad to reach out with you and help you. So again, thank you again. Stay safe and be healthy.